Have you ever gazed across the Strait of Gibraltar and wondered, why isn't there a bridge here? This narrow stretch of water, just 14 kilometers wide, is all that separates Europe from Africa. Yet, in an era where we've engineered marvels like the Channel Tunnel and the Golden Gate Bridge, the absence of a bridge at this strategic location is a curiosity that begs investigation. The Strait of Gibraltar is not just any waterway, it's a gateway between continents, a meeting point of cultures, and a fascinating blend of geography and history. Its significance is immense, and the idea of a bridge spanning its waters is not new. Yet the question persists, why isn't there a bridge here? Today, we'll delve into the technical, geopolitical, historical, and social complexities surrounding this fascinating question. We'll explore the reasons, the challenges, and the dreams that surround the idea of a bridge between two continents. At first glance, connecting Europe to Africa via Gibraltar seems feasible, but it's not just about distance. You see, the Strait of Gibraltar is a tricky beast. It's not just a strip of water that needs to be spanned, but a deep, dynamic, and sometimes volatile environment. The strait's depth, for starters, plunges to about 900 meters, which is 3 times the depth of the English Channel at its deepest. That's a lot of water to build over, folks. Then there's the seismic activity. The strait sits at the meeting point of the Eurasian and African tectonic plates. These geological giants are constantly shifting and grinding against each other, causing earthquakes. Building a megastructure like a bridge in such a seismic hotspot requires solutions that can withstand these ground-shaking realities. And let's not forget the intense maritime conditions. The Strait of Gibraltar is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, with hundreds of vessels passing through each day. Any bridge here would need to accommodate this marine traffic, adding another layer of complexity to the engineering challenge. Now, you might be thinking, well, we've built long bridges before, haven't we? And you'd be right. Take China's Danyang-Kunshan Grand Bridge, for example. It's a staggering 164 kilometers long, making it the longest bridge in the world. But the challenge in Gibraltar is less about distance and more about dealing with the extreme conditions I mentioned earlier. So while a Gibraltar bridge might be an engineer's dream, it's also their potential nightmare. It's a test of human ingenuity against the forces of nature and geology, a battle with the depths of the sea, the shifting of tectonic plates, and the relentless traffic of the world's maritime trade. In essence, the challenge here goes beyond engineering into the realms of geography and nature. It's a reminder that our human ambitions, as grand as they may be, must always navigate the realities of our Earth. It's a testament to the complexity of our world and the fascinating challenges it presents. The idea of connecting these two worlds is not new. Indeed, the concept has been floating around quite literally for centuries. Let's take a quick trip back in time. The notion to bridge Europe and Africa can be traced back to the reign of Darius I of Persia. He envisioned a series of floating bridges that would allow his armies to cross the strait. While his idea was innovative, the technology of the time simply couldn't support such an ambitious project. Fast forward to the 20th century, the audacious Atlantropa proposal took center stage. German architect Hermann Sorgel proposed the construction of a colossal dam across the Strait of Gibraltar. The vision was not merely to connect two continents, but rather to create a new supercontinent, Atlantropa, by lowering the Mediterranean Sea. This mega-project was designed to solve a myriad of problems, from unemployment to the need for renewable energy, and foster unity between European and African nations. However, the sheer scale, cost, and potential environmental impact of this proposal made it remain a dream. These historical attempts, albeit unsuccessful, underscore the human audacity in reimagining geographies. They speak to our innate desire to break physical barriers, to connect cultures, and to stimulate economies. From Darius's floating bridges to Sorgel's Atlantropa, the idea of linking Europe and Africa has been a testament to human imagination and ambition. But it's not just about physical connectivity. These proposals also reflect a deeper desire for cultural and economic integration. They symbolize a dream of unity, a world where people and goods can move freely across borders, where cultures can intermingle and economies can thrive together. While these dreams have yet to be realized, they continue to spark our imagination. The prospect of a bridge spanning the Strait of Gibraltar, connecting two continents, is tantalizing. It represents the human spirit, our unending quest for innovation, and our desire to redraw the lines that divide us. As we look forward into the future, who knows what audacious proposals we might dream up next. The waters of the Strait of Gibraltar run deep, not just physically, but geopolitically. As we delve into the labyrinth of geopolitics surrounding the strait, we find a complex web of relations, historical disputes, and territorial claims. At the heart of the matter sits Spain and Morocco, two nations separated by the narrow stretch of water, yet bound by centuries of intertwined history. Their relationship has been marked by periods of cooperation, conflict, and uneasy peace, all of which reverberate in the present day. Then there are the enclaves of Ceuta and Melilla, Spanish territories on the African continent. These tiny specks on the map are geopolitical hotspots, adding another layer of complexity to the situation. They stand as symbols of historical disputes and as points of tension in modern-day relations between the two countries. And let's not forget the British presence in Gibraltar, a relic of colonial history. This small territory at the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula adds yet another twist to our tale. Gibraltar, under British control since the early 18th century, is a bone of contention between Britain and Spain, further complicating the geopolitical landscape. These geopolitical complexities not only add weight to the idea of a bridge, but also challenge its feasibility. Any infrastructure project in the strait would need to navigate this delicate balance of power and sovereignty. It would require diplomacy, negotiation, and possibly even a reimagining of territorial boundaries. And so, the Strait of Gibraltar stands as a testament to the intricate dance between geography and politics. It is a reminder that bridges are not just structures of steel and concrete, but also of negotiation and compromise. They are physical manifestations of our ability or inability to traverse the divides that separate us. As we contemplate the possibility of a bridge between Europe and Africa, we must also ponder these geopolitical realities. They force us to ask, can we bridge not only bodies of water, but also historical disputes and political complexities? It appears that geography and politics are inseparable when it comes to dreams of physical unity. Beyond technical and political challenges, there's a human aspect to consider. Building a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar is not just about connecting two pieces of land, it's about connecting people, cultures, and economies. Consider for a moment the sheer impact on human mobility. The bridge would provide an unprecedented ease of movement between Europe and Africa, a direct route for people to cross continents. This could lead to a cultural exchange on a scale never before seen, fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation between these two diverse continents. On the flip side, this increased mobility could exacerbate existing concerns over immigration and security. The bridge would be a physical manifestation of an open-door policy, a beacon for those seeking a better life on the other side. While this is a noble aspiration, it also raises questions. How would countries manage this potential influx of people? What security measures would need to be in place to ensure the safety of those crossing the bridge and those living on either side? Trade, too, would be revolutionized. The bridge could serve as a conduit for economic growth, connecting markets and facilitating the movement of goods. From fresh Moroccan oranges finding their way to Spanish breakfast tables, to European technology reaching African shores faster, the commercial possibilities are immense, yet, like any major infrastructure, it could also become a bottleneck. Without proper management and regulation, the bridge could become a choke point, slowing rather than facilitating trade. It's a delicate balance that would need to be struck between allowing free movement and maintaining efficient and secure operations. So the idea of a bridge spanning the Strait of Gibraltar is not just an engineering dream or a geopolitical puzzle. It's a question of how we, as a global society, want to navigate the complexities of human mobility and trade. It's about envisioning a world where continents are connected not just physically, but through the flow of people, ideas, and goods. The bridge could be a conduit for human connection and economic growth, but it's a double-edged sword. So we come back to the question we started with. Just 14 kilometers of water separate two continents, yet the complexities of bridging that gap span far beyond an engineering feat. We've explored the technical challenges, from the strait's depth and seismic activity to the intense maritime conditions. We've journeyed through history, from the dreams of Darius I to the audacious Atlantropa proposal, reflecting our perpetual desire to connect cultures and economies. We've delved into the deep-running geopolitics, where relations between Spain and Morocco, territorial issues, and the British presence in Gibraltar complicate the picture. And we've considered the human and economic implications from mobility and trade to immigration and security concerns. This bridge, or lack thereof, is more than a physical divide. It's a testament to our world's complexities, to the intertwining of geography, history, politics, and human ambition. What do you think? Should we strive to overcome these challenges and build the bridge? Or are the existing barriers insurmountable? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for following us, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and comment below with your opinion. To the next.